Good morning, friends. I am Teddy Hicks, and I'm reading you an affirmation from my book, My Life Gets Better Every Day. Today's April 22nd, and our affirmation is, I'm willing to change. Here's the truth. You probably need to get a bit uncomfortable in order to improve your life. Of course, it feels safer to just keep doing things the way you've always done them, rather than explore unfamiliar feelings and experiences. Of course, it feels better to keep your deepest, darkest stuff locked up tight inside, rather than let yourself be vulnerable. And obviously easier to just stay the course rather than admit you're going the wrong way and figure out what to do about it. Yes, it may feel like it gets worse before it gets better. But think of it like cleaning out an old musty closet. It's going to be smelly and messy for a while, but then you get to enjoy a new fresh space that's glowing with possibilities and potential. It's not always going to be fun, but it's always going to be worth it. Love, Teddy. P.S. You're the closet. I really love this one because, it sucks, right? Like nobody wants to hear that. You're embarking on this journey, like painful, difficult journey that's going to take you places you don't want to go. But honestly, if you've reached the point in your life where you're so uncomfortable with the way things have been, you'll get willing to be uncomfortable for a little while, right? Like you get to a point where this is so intolerable that even those challenges that you know you're inevitably going to face are better than this. Like you have to change. You're compelled. You know that you need to do something to improve your life. You know it's not necessarily going to be easy, but you're willing to do the work. And that's where the real shift occurs, right? That's when you're willing to keep taking those steps forward and keep doing those things that might be a little uncomfortable in order to get where you want to go. There is a light at the end of the tunnel, right? You're going to have more clarity. You're going to have more peace. You're going to understand yourself better. You're going to understand your role in the world better, how to deal with people better. It changes everything when you do some of that internal excavation and are willing to look at some of your stuff, right? And change it. So it doesn't mean also that this has to be painful. It's not like you have to torture yourself and beat yourself up in order to improve your life. But you do have to be willing to step outside this. The known is always safer than the unknown, right? So even if the known blows right now, it still feels easier to stay where you are because you at least understand this. You know what's going to happen. You know how much it sucks right now, right? And stepping outside of that and moving forward means you have no idea what's going to happen. And it's very scary. And we work really hard to keep ourselves safe, right? Like that's how we have evolved. And so it feels safer to just stay here. Like I know this isn't great, but at least I know this. I'm familiar with this and it feels okay. But there's something much, much better on the other side of that vulnerability, on the other side of that willing to just open yourself up a little bit and do some work. So take some baby steps, right? You don't have to rip yourself wide open and expose yourself to the world, but take some baby steps and see how you might be willing to sort of tweak some of those internal systems and change your subconscious thought processes so that your life can be a whole lot better on the other side. I hope that's helpful for you today. Thank you very much for watching, and I will see you back here tomorrow with the next one. Have a great Wednesday.